Most B2B strategies don't fail suddenly. They slow down over time, and often the issue is not effort, it's how we learn. We learn from what worked, but we don't see what we didn't. In simple terms, survivorship bias means this. We look at successful companies and assume their approach is the right approach. But we don't see how many tried the same thing and didn't get the same result. So our understanding is based on visible success, not complete reality. During World War II, analysts studied aircraft that returned from missions. They observed bullet marks on certain parts of the aircraft and suggested reinforcing those areas. But the real insight was different. Those aircraft had survived those hits. The ones that were hit elsewhere never returned. So the actual risk was in the areas where there were no bullet marks. What we see is always not the full picture. In most organizations, leaders don't have the luxury to experiment freely. So they do the practical thing. They look at what has worked elsewhere and try to apply it. And that in itself is not the issue. The friction starts here. Once an approach is adopted, it is handed over for execution. And when results don't come, the focus shifts to execution gaps. But sometimes the issue is not execution, it is the assumption that the same approach would work here. And what worked in one organization was shaped by its context, its customers, its team capability, its positioning, and its way of operating. We often copy the outcome, but the outcome was a result of a very specific context. Let's discuss a practical situation. We see this clearly in current B2B approaches. Take something like account based marketing. In some organizations, it works well because sales and marketing operate in a tightly aligned way and there is a clear ownership of target accounts. But in many others, it becomes a high effort activity with limited outcomes because alignment is partial, personalization is superficial, follow through is inconsistent. So the difference is not the approach itself, it is the context in which it is applied. We see similar patterns with tools as well. AI in sales, automation, CRM systems, all are important. But on the ground, data is often incomplete. Processes are not fully aligned. Adoption takes time. Yet, decisions are influenced by visible success stories, not average outcomes. This creates three practical challenges. The challenge number one, overestimating what will work. We assume success is repeatable without understanding the conditions behind it. Challenge two, misplaced focus. We invest in visible strategies while core issues remain unaddressed. The third is incorrect diagnosis. When results slow down, we question the execution. But on the hindsight, the approach itself needs review. So instead of asking what worked, we also need to ask where did this not work? In what context did it work? What conditions made it effective? This gives a more complete view. This is one of the first friction points in B2B growth. We learn from success, but we don't study where things slow down. Growth doesn't usually slow down because of lack of effort. It slows down because we are solving the wrong problem. And often that starts with what we choose to learn from.